The village had awakened. The sunlight was golden, and laughter of children danced through the air. But Ravi's eyes were fixed elsewhere, on the land where no crops remained. Where the trees stood like charred bones, everyone whispered, "It's Amaaya's curse, the fire of the blind witch." But Ravi knew, the truth isn't always visible. Ravi stepped into Amaaya's hut with trembling hands. The air smelled strange inside, like burnt memories. "You've been near the fire," Amaaya said without looking. Ravi only nodded and opened his palm. Inside it lay a scorched twig. Amaaya smiled faintly. "Fire forgets nothing, child. It remembers every face it touches. Are you ready? Because what you'll see may burn you too." As twilight fell, Ravi walked the path no one dared take. The forest felt alive. Branches curled like claws above him, and in the air, glowing ash floated silently, as if calling to him. Suddenly, a flicker of light pulsed between the trees. Not weak, not human. The fire was breathing, and Ravi knew he was being watched. Between the trees, the figure rose from fire. Not human, not beast, just a soul made of flame. Its hair whipped like wildfire, and its eyes molten gold. Ravi couldn't even breathe, but then he whispered, "I didn't burn you." For a moment, the air stood still. The fire gave no reply, but it didn't look quite as terrifying anymore. Ravi had returned, but there was no fear in his eyes now. Only questions. Amaaya spoke softly. "Long ago, the fire was a guardian, not a monster. It warmed the village and fought back the dark. But when they cut the forest, they burned her alive. And ever since, she burns." Ravi said, "If fire was once a friend, maybe it can remember that again." This time, Ravi didn't run. He returned to the place where the bones of trees still burned. He pulled out his mother's garland and his father's clay flute. "Do you remember?" he asked. "The world of flowers and songs." Before the burning, the fire gave no answer. But then a wave passed through the flames. Music stirred in the heat, and for the first time, it closed its eyes. The next morning, the forest breathed again. From the ash, green shoots rose, and the flames now felt like sunlight. The villagers stood silent, watching the trees grow once more. Ravi looked back and saw Amaaya smiling. The fire no longer burned. It had become memory, a memory of the guardian it once was.